Hi everyone, and today we'll be doing a tutorial on how to prevent rust from your snowblower. It's about January, and like usual, we got snow. But anyway, we're gonna be, you know, spraying spray paint into the rusted part. Now this is a 28-inch Aaron's Deluxe snowblower. I had it for about 5 years, and the place where I live, we have quite a bit of gravel because we have a long gravel driveway. Now, when I do the snow plowing, a lot of gravel get picked up. You can see a lot of scuff here. Okay, and some of these are quite deep. Okay, and this is only 5 years old, or maybe less than that, and you can literally see it that this scuff all the way through. Now, if I just leave it as is, in a few years later, I mean, these are hardened steel, and they probably added some kind of chemical treatment to the steel, so it didn't rust that fast yet. But I can start seeing some of them. It's actually eating really deep in. There's not much iron to it, but anyway, we're gonna be respray painting this. But before we start, now this is I have another machine here. This is only 2 years old. Okay, and comparatively, I start seeing this is there's a rust already. So I guess the way how they make this steel is different than the orange one by Arians. But anyway, that's not the point here today. I'm going to be showing. I start noticing there's some cracks here too. So same thing in here inside the drum. Okay, there's no more paint enamel here. This is just bare steel exposed to the weather. You can see some here too, and there's a nick over here, and these are just simply from the gravel from the floor. So anyway, now I come up with do some research, some ways to try to upkeep my snowblower from rust. And here's the rundown on the chemical reaction. What we're going to be doing is put transmission oil and acetone 50-50 each to mix it together and to soak the metal to remove the rust. Here's the simple equation here that we have. Now this CH2CHO, it's the chemical formula for acetone. Okay, so when you have rust added with the rust, iron oxide, the byproduct is carbon oxide and water and ferrous oxide. Now ferrous oxide is actually just, it's no longer stuck to the metal itself. This is just, well, what you might call it. It's just a like iron rust, iron dust. Okay, so that can be easily sanded off or easily removed it off by mechanical means. Now your byproduct is water and carbon dioxide. So here's the rust. Okay, that's what we have. You get iron oxide, and this is acetone when added. So it's very simple. That dissolved the rust by itself. So we got this little squeegee bottle. Well, not a squeegee bottle, but the oil bottle, and we add both of these together. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna spray this thing into the chamber and let it soak overnight. And after that, we clean it again with the acetone. Okay? And acetone would evaporate itself. So now, once the surface is clean, of course with some rubbing, with some steel wool, and we're going to coat it with paint. Now you can get these paint. These are actually matching paint. You can get it from Tractor Supply, and the brand it's called Magic tractor truck implement spray. These aren't any special paint, but these are I think acrylic enamel. Anyway, as you can tell, this color actually matches. So what I'll do is I'll spray some of these into the chamber and into the chute, and that'll match the color. And after that, I'll put a clear coat. But we're just gonna put simple clear coat by. I'll probably stick with the same brand. They do sell clear coat, and I'll clear coat it two, 3 times to give it a hard finish. But anyway, this one they call the if you can see it, it's Kubota orange. Kubota, that's that brand, you know, the brand, the tractor. Now, I was looking at it. This is very close, okay. And I also got these. These are like $6.99 a can. They can go in here, so I can spray throughout it after I clean the rust. So that's kind of pretty much a no sanding, no scuffing. I'll let the acetone and transmission oil soak overnight. Oh yeah, the reason why I add the transmission oil is that acetone by itself evaporates like alcohol. So by adding the transmission oil, it slows down the evaporation. And why I chose transmission oil? Because transmission oil is actually it's a detergent-based oil. Okay, it's not like engine oil. You don't want engine oil in here, because if you happen to have any rubber or plastic, it'll dissolve it, or it'll weaken the rubber structure or whatever that you have plastic. And since it has this lath quality, or like a detergent quality to it, it's acts as a penetrator. It sticks onto the surface of the metal. So by combining these two together, this dissolves the rust, and this sticks on. But of course, this gives a kind of oily residue, which we'll clean it up with the acetone later on. So I'm gonna soak this overnight with these two together, and then spray paint it. So this will keep the rust away. And most importantly, we got a matching color that'll make this thing back to this original color. But anyway, that's how I would do it to you know, stop all these paint chipping away. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching.